Hi, my name is Hannah Ishizaki, and I'm a composer based in New York City. So the piece I wrote for Longleash is called Float Shake. It is based on Gaga dance movement language and how they use float or shake as different states and places to start improvisation from, and how your body will move to those different visual cues. I looked at lists of Gaga images. So for example, one image was imagine helium balloons are tied to all of your limbs. And so I took that image and wrote down all of the musical bits of material, musical ideas, how you could physically do that on the violin or the piano. And it all started with just lists. Or there's another Gaga image that could be feel like all of your limbs are seaweed, and how does that make you feel? And so I made another list of seaweed-like musical ideas and went from there to build and see how they were connected and assembled the piece. A lot of the glissandi in the second part are based in this helium balloon. You're connected and it just keeps rising. And you change your movement, but the balloon is still there to keep lifting you up. And so that's the float part of it. And then I was thinking of the seaweed arms as if you were seaweed in a current. So that's more of the shake part of the piece, the first part, and how you could change with the current and sort of this ebb and flow and groove that you can get into in water or as seaweed. In this piece, I have the violinist, cellist, and pianist all using bottleneck slides like you would play in blues or have it on a slide guitar. And I've never actually done that in a piece before. I am a violinist myself, so I tried out playing with the bottleneck slide on my violin and experimenting. And I often don't start out a piece playing. I usually just tend to brainstorm at paper or through talking to people and just imagining rather than actually physically going through the motions. So that was also a new thing for me in this piece. When I'm writing with such sort of non-conventional sounds, like using a glass bottleneck slide, it's really hard to picture that, or you can't have the computer play it. And so it was nice to actually hear it in practice. And also, I did change a few things in the piece based on hearing it, how one part, the first part, transitions into the second part, for example. And that was because of feedback from Katie Balch and also feedback from the musicians on how these sort of interlocking parts all worked together. This whole campus is gorgeous, and so most of my time has been spent either around the ponds or there's a beautiful meditation chapel that I've spent a lot of time in. There's a labyrinth, and so just thinking, reflecting, and taking time to rest.